Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Miela and today is Saturday, so yes, it's story time. So today I'll be telling you of a story that's a little more personal. So yeah, and you never believe what happened to this little girl right there. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so when I tell in story, I tend to go back and forth. So I have the whole thing written down so that I won't get lost. So yeah, anyways, today I'll be telling you how I nearly got swallowed by a Tete Chien, also known as a boa constrictor. True thing, so listen. So it was this beautiful afternoon, the kind of day when the sun is bright, the sky is blue, and everything is just beautiful. And you get that strong urge to just explore. Well, I was about 6, the troublesome age, and I wanted something fun to do. So Patches, my black and white cat, he came rubbing himself on me. So I ran around with a rope and I let him chase it. But then a thought struck me. I wonder where my cats go when they disappear. I mean, all you cat owners out there, I'm sure you have had that question at one point. Like the cats just disappear and you're like, where do they go? So now, I thought, here's my chance for a bit of adventure. So I went inside to change into something more suitable. But guys, in my innocent mind, I thought, why not wear something light? For if I found a spring or a pond, like the one where you go to get drinking water, I'd be able to swim. So now, I'd always heard my mother and the other grown-ups talking about the forest behind our house. So they said that there are a lot of springs there. So then I thought, adventure settled. So I put on my two-piece bathing suit, my little mini skirt, and a pair of rain boots. Then I let my hair go to make that Wonder Girl look completed. And then I went outside to call post. So now, let me set the scene for you, right? So there is a hill at the back of my home, and when you reach on top, it just goes downwards from there. And the deeper you go, the denser the forest gets. Yep, you guessed it. That's where me and my cat headed. So I allowed him to walk in front of me to lead the way. I encountered spots where I had to go on all fours to climb up, and others where I had to go on my bum for me to scooch down. Some places where Puss took me was so steep that I had to hold on to some trees and vines to hoist myself up. Besides a few scratches, I still had fun. So we walked for like eons, and every now and then I had to yell for Patches when he would disappear behind some bush. Trust me, there was a whole lot of climbing, and my little hands turned red from pulling myself up. So I stopped for a while to look around, and I could swear I heard hissing songs coming from below. So we finally made it up the hill, and I stopped for a while. Sorry. And guess what? We end up in my neighbor backyard. Well, not directly in it, but like near it. And my cat looked alarmed, and before I knew it, he dashed away into the bush. So I was tempted to follow him, but my heart was pounding from, climbing up the hill. So, I didn't end up following him. And I didn't meet any springs, but I was happy. I was feeling like little Wonder Girl. So not long after now, the lady came outside and she saw me and her eyes open wide. Thinking about it amuses me, like what she was thinking. I mean, like most of her yard was fenced up. So yeah, after she composed herself, she told me that to stay still while she went and get a camera. And that's how I ended up with this pic right there. Let me... I'm not sure if you can really see it clearly, but yeah, that's me right there. So we chatted for a while, and I was telling off my adventure, and I also told her I was sorry for trespassing. And then I heard my parents calling my name. So They found me, and trust me, they looked worried. I didn't get any blows, you know, but they make me promise to never go back in that forest again. So later down, I learned how lucky I was when big snakes started showing up around. One even found its way into our cage and it ate our fattest hen. So villagers say that they like to live near warm source or springs. It's a species of non-poisonous boa constrictor. Huge snakes practically in our backyard. I still shiver thinking about it. They had been known to swallow animals as big as calves here in my country. Who knows? The one I saw, it was really huge. So, what would have happened if I came face to face with one of those things? I mean, I was so tiny. So I mean, yeah, and some have been known to stretch themselves out as like logs, and when people sit on them, they would attack, big men and all. So they're also great at camouflaging, and they say nothing happens before it happens. Nothing happens, sorry, before it happens. Trust me, I believe that proverb when I think of my little self in that infested woods a long time ago. So yeah, that's my story for today. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, turn on the notification bell so that you can always keep updated. And I will see you all on Thursday. Ciao.